Question 607. Among the following factors, the most significant one affecting home value is A. Quality of workmanship, B. Buyer demand, C. Square footage, D. Ratings for nearby schools. Correct answer is B. While the other answers are important enough in determining the worth of a home, demand is one of the four main elements of value. Question 608. The recording of a lease will generally be performed by the A. Lessor, B. Lessee, C. County assessor, D. Life estate holder. Correct answer is B. The lessee, the party who is the recipient of an estate for years, benefits the most from recording his interest and so is likely to be the one to do it. Question 609. To record a lease, there must be an acknowledgement of the document by the blank, witnessed by an appropriate official, A. Lessee, B. Lessor, C. Notary, D. Realtor. Correct answer is B. A requirement of recording is that a document must be acknowledged by the party transferring an interest in real property. For the transfer of a lease, that would be the lessor. Question 610. A real estate broker must retain copies of her listings, deposit records and receipts going back at least A. 1 year, B. 3 years, C. 5 years, D. The law doesn't specify years, just states records should be preserved for a good amount of time. Correct answer is B. Most real estate brokerage records must be preserved for at least 3 years, while brokers' documents from their mortgage loan and securities business saved for at least 4. Question 611. Regarding a land contract, during the period in which the vendee, purchaser, is still making installment payments and title has not yet been transferred, the vendor, owner, may A. Encumber the property with a mortgage after getting permission from the vendee, B. Encumber the property with a mortgage without getting permission from the vendee, C. May not encumber the property with a mortgage under any circumstances, D. None of the above. Correct answer is B. While the vendor still retains legal title, he is free to encumber or transfer the property without the vendee's consent. However, any mortgage liens must be paid off by the vendor before the deed is delivered to the vendee. Question 612. A landlord and lessee agree on terms of a 2-year lease for an apartment rental. The landlord signs the lease and sends it to the lessee, who receives it, moves into the apartment, sends the landlord 3 months' rents, but never sign the lease. Upon the completion of 3 months, the tenant decides to disregard the terms of the lease and move out. Given this scenario, a court will likely decide that A. The tenant is bound by the lease because he moved in and paid rent in advance, B. Since the tenant never signed the lease, he is not bound by it and can move out when he pleases, C. The tenant is bound by the lease because only a lessor, the landlord, need sign a lease, D. None of the above. Correct answer is A. If a lessee either takes possession or pays rent in advance, he does not have to sign a lease to be bound by its terms. If assignment is not specifically prohibited in the terms, though, the tenant can find someone to take over the rest of the lease. Question 613. The term fiduciary does not apply to the following relationships between parties: A. Listing broker to seller, B. Truster to beneficiary, C. Attorney to client, D. Agent to principal. Correct answer is B. Fiduciary is an agency relationship. Truster to beneficiary is like borrower to lender, not a fiduciary relationship. Question 614. The buyer's good faith deposit for the sale of 1 to 4 unit, owner-occupied residential property can be used for liquidated damages, but only if A. The total amount being forfeited is not more than 3% of the purchase price, B. The contract was recorded, C. The contract contains a liquidated damage provision in large type separately signed and initialed by both parties, D. Both A and C. Correct answer is D. Liquidated damages are an agreed-upon amount of money that parties to a contract promise to pay if one of them breaches it. The good faith deposit can only be disbursed by the broker or escrow agent, never by the salesperson. Question 615. If a plaintiff wins a lawsuit based on the 1968 Civil Rights Act, the following remedies against the defendants are available, except A. Money damages for plaintiff's pain and suffering, B. Suspension or revocation of the license of the real estate agent whose unlawful actions led to the lawsuit, C. Money damages covering plaintiff's attorney fees, D. Punitive damages designed to discourage unlawful actions from recurring. Correct answer is B. The federal courts where lawsuits are filed based on the Federal Civil Rights Act have no jurisdiction over real estate licensing in California. The power to suspend or revoke agent licenses lies with the Bureau of Real Estate. Question 616. Blank is the most important factor in determining a property's value. A. Design, B. Location, C. Utility, D. Age. Correct answer is B. Location is still acknowledged as the most significant factor affecting property value. Question 617. The value of a property can increase significantly when its neighborhood includes lots and the houses built on them that are mostly similar in size and shape. Describes the blank. A. Principle of substitution, B. First law of housing, C. Principle of conformity, D. Principle of progression. Correct answer is C. This is an appraisal concept holding that maximum value is realized when a reasonable degree of similarity of properties and similarities of homes is present in an area. Question 618. The following occurs whenever a payment is made for an amortized loan. A. The amount applied to the principal rises. B. There is a balloon payment. C. The amount applied to the principal remains unchanged. D. Both A and B. Correct answer is A. The balance of an amortized loan is reduced with each payment. Consequently, the interest portion of the payment is lowered and the principal portion rises with every payment.